Welcome everyone to the most must-see podcast on YouTube. Welcome to the Pro Wrestling Nation podcast. I'm your host, Sammy Everhart, and now let's talk about some professional wrestling. Shinsuke Nakamura has officially dropped the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. This was stated by New Japan Pro Wrestling earlier this week. His contract will be up on January 30th, so sadly there is no chance that he will be in the Royal Rumble match. Now, Nakamura coming to the WWE is a big deal, but I would have loved to see him in the Royal Rumble match. To me, Nakamura coming to the WWE is great, but I really wish he could have been in the Rumble match. But I understand that he has to finish out his contract obligations with New Japan Pro Wrestling, so be it. He will be in WWE sooner than later, and let's just be happy about that. Now, there is one wrestler that may be making his debut in WWE, is making his debut in WWE, but will it be the Royal Rumble match? And that is AJ Styles. There was an article released earlier this week by WrestlingRumors.net that WWE's original plans for AJ Styles was for him to be a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble. However, the news broke. It is still a possibility that he will be in the match, and me being a huge fan of the phenomenal AJ Styles, I would love for this to happen. I would love for him to win and become champion on his first day in WWE. To me, I would mark out. Simple, I'm just a huge fan of AJ Styles no matter where he goes. TNA, WWE, New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm just a huge fan of AJ Styles. And I know there's a lot of people that believe that there is no chance of this happening, but for some reason, I just have this feeling that it will. I just have a gut feeling that AJ Styles is going to be one of the entrants, one of the 30 people in the 2016 Royal Rumble. And if AJ Styles were to go on and win the Royal Rumble and become the night in WWE, that would be amazing. Saying about it, AJ Styles, the face of WWE as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, I don't know WWE's plans. I don't work for the creative. I'm just simply here to talk about rumors, professional wrestling, and just have fun with you guys, the fans, the subscribers, the people that come back every week to check out the podcast. But AJ Styles winning I'd be happy. There was a point in time when AJ Styles was the face of TNA, and at that point in time I actually enjoyed TNA more than I was enjoying watching Raw and SmackDown. TNA had AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe, AJ Styles versus James Storm, AJ Styles versus Kazarian, and AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels. The list goes on and on and on. And no matter who it is that AJ Styles wrestles with, no pun intended here, but that all of those matches were phenomenal. And if AJ Styles comes to the WWE, debuts in the Royal Rumble, wins the match, and on his very first night becomes the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and becomes the face of the WWE, I'd be happy. I know a lot of people would be happy. You know, the crowd would go crazy. That audience, they'd be on their feet, they'd be cheering. There's no doubt about it. Now on to the next bit of news. CM Punk is going to be in the new UFC game, officially titled UFC 2. A lot of people are upset and voicing their opinion about this, so Punk had a little bit of fun on Twitter, tweeting things as the likes of, "Hey, this is cool. I hope it makes dummies furious," with the article attached to the tweet. He also tweeted, "Not since Samus Aran was revealed to be a woman have dummies been this butthurt about a video game." I mean, come on, people. We really going to be this butthurt about CM Punk being in the UFC 2 game? He deserves it. I mean, that's all I'm going to say about that. But I'm going to conclude this part with me being a huge fan of CM Punk. Find this funny. I can't wait for Punk to prove everyone wrong and have his first fight. I'm sure... Well, I'm sick of people saying that Punk isn't going to go anywhere and he just needs to go back to professional wrestling. As a huge fan, I wish CM Punk all the luck in the world, and whether it's UFC, WWE, or whatever the CM Punk decides to do, I will be a supporter. CM Punk has an opportunity to break the spectacle that professional wrestlers can't fight. I mean, Brock Lesnar did it. Batista tried but failed. I mean, there's one for each. I'm not going to sit here and act like Batista was the greatest MMA fighter of all time. He wasn't. He more or less sucked. But look at Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar went from just being a plain professional wrestler to going on and being one of the greatest UFC MMA fighters of all time. Still talked about in the UFC industry today, even though he's already came back to WWE. Quote unquote from Brock Lesnar making wiser caveman decisions. But CM Punk has an opportunity, a great opportunity to show that professional wrestlers can fight. Now, CM Punk, I honestly do see him winning his very first match in the UFC in that octagon. And I, for one, will be ordering that pay-per-view and watching CM Punk as he proves everyone wrong. And I can't wait to see it. Now, I want to know what everybody else thinks about this, so if you want to, leave a comment in the comment section, and I'd be happy to talk about this with you, I should say. Excuse me. And, I just wish CM Punk all the luck in the world, even though he doesn't really need it, because anything that CM Punk does, he is the best in the world at. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Pro Wrestling Nation podcast. This has been episode 2. And I have had fun talking to you guys, voicing my opinion, sharing the rumors, and just plain talking about WWE and professional wrestling with you guys. And I'm signing out.